Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You can be sitting in a chair, be lying down. Find what works for you. If you keep your back straight, it helps breathing. It helps with that process. But really, you just want to find whatever works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. We don't close our eyes. We're not shutting anything off. We're becoming clear about what is already. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and leave the screen alone. Just glance lightly down at the floor below you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, looking at a particular spot, but we're also not blurry and buzzed. We just have a nice, light, clear gaze directed downward. Your body is in a nice, comfortable position. Preferably, your back is straight. Your eyes are open, looking lightly down. How do you feel right now? What kind of emotions are going through you? Maybe you're feeling uncomfortable. And maybe you clicked on this video because you're having some sort of powerful emotional experience, such as grief, anxiety. Whatever it is you feel, whatever emotion is going on, maybe the intense butterflies of anxiety, or the deep sinking feeling of depression. Just feel it. Bring your attention to this emotion. Don't run from it. Allow yourself to completely feel it. Now, this takes a little courage, especially if you've been spending your days running from this emotion, trying to get rid of it, trying to feel better. But the solution to a powerful emotion is not getting around it. It's going through it. Turn the direction around. Instead of not willing to feel sad or anxious or whatever, let it completely consume you. In other words, let this emotion win. Now, this may be uncomfortable, and then you quickly start running away from it again. Do what you're willing to do. Don't push anything here. Don't force yourself. Just become open. Allow this emotion to come. But don't look at it as an enemy. Welcome it as a friend. A lot of the suffering that happens around our emotional state really occurs because we start thinking about it. We wonder how long we'll be depressed, what our parents will think, how to solve it. And it creates this underlying idea that you're wrong somehow. There's something wrong with feeling however you feel. See if you can notice this about the pain or the emotion you're going through right now. Notice how thoughts continue to talk about it. Let these thoughts happen too. Don't get involved. As Shunyo Suzuki says, during meditation, leave the front door and the back door of your mind open. Let thoughts come and go as they please. Just don't serve them any tea, because then they will want to stay. Don't give your thoughts any of your attention. Don't ignore them because that's giving them attention as well. Just return your attention to the emotional state. Feel the anxiety. Feel the depression. And if it's neutral, feel that as well. Just feel. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. Maybe it was totally random. You were thinking about your dinner or a video you watched earlier. But you see, when we lose our attention from, say, emotions, they tend to come back and haunt us. Because when we're not attentive to our emotion, we don't see it for what it really is. So when you get lost in thought, just return to whatever you're feeling. And if it's changed, just return to however you feel. Let thinking chatter all to itself. Remain with your emotion. What really even feels this emotion? We feel to be separate from our experience. That there's the emotion and then the feeler of the emotion. But what is this feeler? Where is it? We believe it's in our head, but from our experience, right now, is that true? What experiences the sound of my voice? What feels emotion? In the same way you found emotion, find the one that feels it. Look for the looker. What are you? Leave this thought alone. Instead, look. What sees your thinking? What feels emotion? right, you can look at the screen. Now, you're a human being, I'm assuming. And therefore, you feel powerful emotions from time to time. Or maybe, and it's much more likely these days, that you feel powerful emotions most of the time. Now, meditation is kind of a preventative measure, but it is also an antidote to this powerful emotion problem. Because instead of trying to get rid of emotion, like take a pill or something, and of course, I'm not saying don't take your meds. Please take your meds. I'm just saying that meditation's a little different. Where instead of running from the feeling, we go towards it. What is it? Like if you're afraid of a ghost, the worst thing you can do is run from it. Walk up to it. And also inquire, what is it exactly that feels it? What watches this video? Do you know that one? It's not your name. That was given to you. I'm Nathan. No, that's not true. It's a name. It's English. It's not your story. That's only a thought in your head now. You can only have a story if you think about it now. What are you before thinking arises? What are you before emotion arises? What feels the emotion? What hears this voice? What hears that plane outside? Meditation is waking up from the illusion of being a separate me, of being somehow sitting on the outside of experience, looking in. We say, I have a body. What does? And it's not a findable thing. A little bit of a secret. I shouldn't give it away so early, but it's not findable. It's the same illusion, the same mistake we make when we say it's raining outside. What's raining? It's just the rain. You say, I'm tired. What's tired? There's just tiredness. The feeling of being this separate thing is why we are overcome with powerful emotions and why we can't seem to get rid of them. Because trying to get rid of them is reinforcing the illusion of being a separate person, a separate thing that sits outside of experience. You don't have an experience. There is just experience. So when a powerful emotion arises, don't do something like there's a separate thing trying to do something with it. Just feel it as it is. Accept. Then look, what feels this? What hears these thoughts? It's really the only thing worth doing. Now, I know what I say here may be confusing or weird. So if you have any questions, please ask below. I answer all questions. And that being said, thank you for everyone who has been asking questions. It's been a great privilege to be able to talk to you and try to work these things out with you. And thank you as well, because your question helps everyone else who are reading the comments. The Attentive Mind is not a YouTube channel. The Attentive Mind is a community. To have a community of fellow secular meditators, finally. Not wanting an image or Instagram pics or anything like that about me. Spiritual stuff, leave it. It's just practice. Real. So, If you're interested in starting this kind of practice, I post a video like this every day. So join me, and I'll be here for you. Thanks for showing up again. Thanks for showing up for your life. I'll see you tomorrow.